Hello my YouTube fam, today you're on a walk with me because I was like, I gotta get this video in and I have to squeeze in a ton of things today, but I have to get this in. So what came to me today is, are you overthinking? Are you overthinking what passion and desire that God has given you to start? Are you wasting more time overly thinking what you should be doing? Because if you are, don't be like me. Had I done what God has called me to do years ago, I'd probably be in a better situation than I am. Not saying that I'm not in a good situation, but I'm sure that God would have done things quicker in my life had I just been obedient and just started when He asked me to start. So I just want to encourage you today that if you are an overthinker, stop. You don't have to overthink it. If He called you to do it, He's going to see you through it. He is going to give you the resources, the time, the energy that you need to carry out His calling. You know, sometimes God gives us these desires, right? And then it takes us a long time to actually acknowledge that it was a desire from God, right? Or just that it's a heart desire. Sometimes things are just emotional, like, oh my God, I want to do what this person's doing. I want to be like that person. But that's just something you want to do. But when God gives you your own desire, something that just keeps showing up in your heart, in your life, and you know that you should be doing it, whatever that thing is, whether it's starting a business, doing hair, you know, cutting hair, going back to school, whatever the thing is, but it just keeps coming up, but you just keep ignoring it. Those are the things I'm talking about. And then after a couple years, like myself, I start to own it and acknowledge it. Okay, this is coming up too much. Maybe I should be doing this thing. Maybe I need to actually get to work and see what God is calling me to do, because I'm missing out. I'm missing out on His plan and purpose for my life. And that was me. I knew the desire that God has called me to do, and then I started to own it and accept it and acknowledge it. And then I got excited, right? And now I started this thing, right? So you see me, you're walking in this journey with me. I am going through action. But then doubt hits in. We start doubting, why did we start this thing in the first place? Is it even gonna work out? Is it even worth doing? And that's why I said stop overthinking. Because if God called you to do it, He's gonna make a way. It's not for you to overthink, because then that means it wasn't placed by God. If it was placed by Him, it's not for you to overthink it. It's just for you to walk through it with Him and just continue to seek Him and let Him guide you and direct you to where He wants you to be to carry out what He has called you to do. So, girl, don't overthink it. If He called you to do it, just get started and do it. And just like, I'm just gonna end with this. Just like when Peter was in the ocean on the boat, for those of my believers that know this story, remember when he was on the boat and Jesus told him to come here, and he almost kind of was like, walk on water, are you crazy? Like, who wouldn't? But then he did. So he didn't overthink the process of walking on water, but then he almost sank because he doubted. Because when he went out and did it, he didn't overthink that process. He was like, okay, bet, I'm gonna walk on water. But then he doubted. And that's what I don't want you to do. Don't overthink it. If He called you to do it, do it. Even if it looks scary, even if it doesn't make sense, just keep showing up. Be consistent, and you will see your reward at the end. But I thank you guys for tuning in. I love you. I love you. You don't know how much this means to me to help you and encourage you along this journey and this process we call life. Have a blessed day. Till next time.